I rise today to urge my colleagues to cast a no vote on this Bill 2218. While this chamber frequently debates the boundaries of medical care and out-of-state legal disputes, we must look at what this bill fundamentally does to the most vulnerable population in New Jersey, our developing young people. 2218 seeks to turn New Jersey into a safe haven for highly controversial, life-altering medical interventions on minors. It explicitly prohibits our state licensing boards from disciplining professionals who provide puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgical interventions to children. By doing so, this bill creates a dangerous shield around practices that the medical and scientific community are increasingly questioning. Just last year, a comprehensive federal review of the evidence surrounding pediatric gender dysphoria raised serious, undeniable alarms. The findings were clear. Unproven medical interventions like puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones pose severe long-term risks to children, including irreversible physical changes and impacts on future fertility. The science tells us that the safest, most compassionate path for a developing child is robust mental health therapy, not permanent life-altering surgery. 2218 pushes New Jersey in the exact opposite direction of the rest of the country. 27 states have already enacted laws restricting minor access to these high-risk procedures. Restrictions that the United States Supreme Court upheld as fully constitutional and U.S. v. Scarametti. Instead of pausing to protect our youth, this bill fast-tracks these procedures and strips away accountability. It ties the hands of our professional licensing boards. If a medical provider rushes a child into a permanent life-altering medical decision that the child later regrets as an adult, our state boards are barred from taking corrective action under this bill. This is not health care. That is a complete collapse of consumer and patient protection for our kids. By criminalizing and penalizing anyone who restricts access to these facilities under vague definitions of interference, we risk silencing the very people who want to protect these kids, including parents, counselors, and advocates who want young people to slow down and consider the lifelong consequences of these irreversible choices. Mr. Speaker, young people are still developing. Their brains are developing, their bodies are developing, and they deserve the time and the space to grow without being fast-tracked into permanent medical dependence. We should be strengthening protection for minors, not stripping them away to score political points. There are better ways to do this, perhaps a prohibition on the gender-affirming care for those under 21 to protect those developing bodies, just like we do when we justify restricting the sale of alcohol to those under the age of 21. If you're not responsible enough to make that choice, if you're not mature enough to make that choice, if you haven't developed enough to make that choice, you shouldn't make that choice. Check out Bill A 1847. Thank you.